What's up, peeps? It's your boy Chris, aka Fister Mantastic, and it's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I didn't really record much today, but there's a few things I do want to go over with you guys, as well as we did 2 Palkia raids I didn't get to record. I got them on my phone though, so you will see them now in post. So right now we are 4 for 5 on Palkia. Didn't get any better ones. The best one we still got was the one we got in yesterday's video, that 98%, or not, it wasn't yesterday's video, was it? It was the day before, yeah, it was the day before. The 98% Palkia that that we got a few days ago. So you see that we got those. I didn't get to record it because I made it just in time. I happened to be out skating. I just happened to make it just in time to do it with these people. But yeah, one of them got away from us, even though we landed a bunch of X1 throws on it. But yeah, that's that. But a few things I want to go over with you guys that I haven't gone over yet. As far as this update, I didn't fully go over the rebalance exactly. So for one, well, let's read the community that we got from Niantic first, and I'll dive further into it. So, trainers, in our previous community notes, we outlined some changes that came to Pokemon Go that affect your Pokemon's effectiveness in battle. We have some more news to share today, detailing raid battle and move balance changes and moveset additions to the game, which you may have seen referred to in our most recent Sinnoh update. Sorry, I can't read apparently. Which, yeah, I went over all of those already in another video, going over all the moves that were recently introduced, added to different Pokemons. We have brand new move sets for a lot of Pokemon, as well as what I'm going to go over now is that there's also power and energy changes for moves in PvP. So there's also rebalancing going on in PvP and basically just the overall competitive scene of the game, because all of this is going over trying to balance between Pokemon that are already really big in the meta, mostly dragons. In PvP, that dragons dominate very significantly. And so this is Niantic's efforts to make more Pokemon more viable, as well as I really like the way the direction is going in, because not only are there more moves we can use, and there's changes to certain moves are more viable, and more Pokemon are more viable, there is a more level playing field and a more varied meta, to where this is slowly starting to become more like, not exactly, but slowly somewhat starting to become more like the competitive scene traditional Pokemon, such as Pokemon Showdown and Smogon and other platforms, that there's a lot more possibilities of how you can build your team, and there are a lot more Pokemon that can become viable in different ways, and you can go about different, more interesting strategies to keep the game more interesting. Anyway, let's keep reading. For the raid battle changes, the feature Pokemon will now have an HP increase to offset some I can't read. Some of the damage increases made to the attacks of other Pokemon in the last year. We hope this will provide greater overall We hope this will provide greater overall challenge, as well as encourage trainers to group up to win. So yeah, they're making raid bosses more difficult between tiers 3 through 5, just to keep the game more group and community based, because some raid bosses in the higher tiers people have been able to solo them, so they're just trying to make the game more challenging, to keep more interesting and get us more involved with our community. That's not necessarily the best news for rural players, but for, I guess, for the demographic, or I guess for a significant majority that Niantic wants to reach, that they just want more people to play communitively, that they want more people to play in general and to play together in raid battles. We hope this will I already read that part. Where did I leave off? When it comes to move balance changes and moveset additions, we have been keeping an eye on how well some Pokemon are performing in battle compared to others. This means adjusting the power of some moves in trainer battles and giving Pokemon new moves that improve their success in matches. So they're reworking raid battles as well as trainer battles. Raid battle rework, a previous change to the upper effective damage multiplier, has allowed single trainers to win certain raid battles alone. Even though this was not the original intent, the change will increase raid health for featured Pokemon in Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5 raid battles, just like I said. So what exactly does that mean is that the HP on raid bosses from Tiers 3 through 5 got a 20% increase, as well as their stamina is a 1.2% increase. So again, they're just harder. They're harder to take down defensive-wise, with having higher HP and stamina. Trainers will receive increased Stardust for completing raid battles. So there's also a reward. You'll be able to get more Stardust for completing raid battles. As they will be harder, you'll be getting a reward for being able to finish them as it is getting more difficult. So at least they're doing that. Trainer battle rework. The following trainer battle moves will receive damage changes. So all of these moves, both fast and charge attack, these are all getting buffs. Waterfall, Smackdown, Shadow Claw is getting an energy increase, which means it will take longer to charge up, but it is also, stronger, just like the rest of these. Razor Leaf, Confusion, Frost Breath, and Ice Shard, and the charged attacks are Body Slam, Iron Head, Dazzling Gleam, and Psyshock. So all of these moves in general are getting buffs. They're gonna be more powerful in PvP. Shadow Claw is different because not only is it going to be more powerful, but it's going to take a little bit longer to charge up, as it's getting an energy increase as well, not only a damage increase. For standardization, the damage from Ice Beam will serve as the new baseline for Thunderbolt and Flamethrower. So Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam all have the same damage and energy to charge. For standardization, the damage for Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch will be set for the same level. So all three of those will also have the same energy and damage output. And then we already went over all the moveset changes, so I'm not really going to go over them. I'll just leave links in the description for this article, or this note from Niantic, as well as we have this here from GoHub, going over more details on the changes. So again, going over all the Pokemon that were introduced in this update, and this will also give you the exact new movesets for all the Pokemon that have new movesets. And again, all these new movesets for these Pokemon are... This is all in intention of balancing out the meta, that all of these will become more viable in general, especially in PvP. Just to balance out, and mostly targeting Pokemon that are already very high tiered in PvP. Rayquaza, Giratina, a lot of dragons, as well as Azumarill. They're just balancing out the meta, making a more level playing field and making more Pokemon viable, so the game is more interesting and not everyone's using the same exact teams. So these articles will go a lot more into detail. This also has the exact numbers for the prior and post CPs for raid bosses through this change, as well as stamina values, and the power for all the moves that are changed in PvP. So these links will have all of the in-depth detail that you need for everything we just went over. Alright, I'm just going to interrupt myself really quick because I forgot that we have a field research breakthrough to look at. So let's look at that really quick to show you guys what I got. Please be shiny. Oh, well, I mean, it's a Ho-Oh. I only have one of these. I had a few other ones, but I traded them because, I don't know, some of my other friends didn't get them. I guess I'll pine at this? I don't know. I guess it's not much. I'll just let you guys go back to me in the rest of the video. So I think that's what I have for you. I need to get back to the game because it is Super Bowl Sunday and I don't want to miss too much of it. Between the game and commercials and of course the halftime show, which is going to be awesome because Maroon 5 playing a sweet victory. I can't wait. Anyway, I think that's all the changes we're going to go over for Pokemon Go. There's not really anything else I have for this video today, so I'm also going to close it here. This is all being done in one take. So links for those articles are in the description for any and all information you need for the update that I didn't go over, so you can get to building your teams. There's not really any other recent news for the channel, but tomorrow I will be posting Let's Plays on the other channel, and I will leave links in the description for that on tomorrow's video. So you will see that soon, as well as I'll keep you guys updated for any other news with the company, if we're getting new merch, or and for when I'm going to start streaming, and as well as people I'm going to be collaborating with. I'll get into that at a different time. All right, I've been going for 10 minutes, so let's cut this. Links are in the description for our website and for Patreon. If you want to become a patron, we start at $2 a month, and at our $20 patrons, you get complimentary merch. All patrons get first access to any and all content that we post. Be sure to follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll be posting on all three of those platforms mostly. And how are you living your life, and how can you be living it even better? Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And have a fantastic day.